Mostly I saw it. You see what it is. I'll go straight into it. Disappointment overall. Um, I can't imagine the people who was already there too. I saw it on my timeline. I'm pretty sure you saw it on your timeline. People was there 2 or 3 hours prior trying to get a spot. Understandably, damn near every event. But this was a letdown. I said it on paper. This looked like one of the best Summer Madness ever. Uh, that's not the performances we got. So of course, like it's gonna be a lot of people not happy too much with what I have to say, but never in it for the popularity, never in it for the views. I don't really care. I'm telling you what my opinion is. You can have your opinion. Um, the name of my channel is Battle Rap Opinions. It's just not about my opinion. It's about all of our opinion. And if we're gonna keep it real, this was a lackluster Summer Madness. Um, there's gonna be a lot of people blaming it on the venue, and I can see how whenever they did like the big view, you could see that even the crowd on the stage, so on and so forth, they were just like on 3 quarters of the stage to the right. There was so much this big ass gap on the left side. Like we, you can't blame performances on that. Um, you're gonna have people say, "Well, we was on the balcony." I don't give a fuck what your vantage point was. In all reality, I'm defending you because you paid for it. You were there. You stood on the line for hours. You went through the security. You went through sitting there while we get to see from our seats. We get to get up and go piss, go smoke, go grab a drink and anything when you in the venue and in between breaks, you got to figure out if you're spending too much time on this, that, or on the third. And I know what it is to be there and your feet hurting like a motherfucker and your expectations not being met. Summer Madness never did not meet expectations. So, all right, be mad at me. I'm advocating for the people who was in the building because I know what it's like. To sit there and real Brandon and them battle. Listen, I'm the stream starts. I want to watch this. There's a fucking flood in my house. Brand new apartment. Get a flood. Don't even get to watch that battle. Like I hear bars, certain bars, I can't. Right. So I'm not qualified to tell you who won that battle, who didn't win that battle. Um, Going off social media, which you shouldn't do. You should go off what you see in your own battle. But that goes because that was a judge battle, and then real name Brandon won that battle. Salute to him. Right. Social media saying he won. I can't debate that. I can't. Who am I to debate that? I didn't see the battle, and that's a judge battle. That is what it is. We get to the next ones, and again, I'm going through personal shit, but I'm watching Luke Castro on Arsenal, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? To be honest, just being honest, I didn't see anything from either side. They both had moments. The difference is, I think Lou had better moments. Mind you, I'm going through shit and I'm like, yo, are you fucking shitting me? I have professionals in my house dealing with the flood in my house, dealing with all of this. And I'm looking at this and like, yo, someone tell me why my predictions be wrong. Because I had an asshole jump in my DM trying to tell me something about my opinion on Arsenal. Well, it wasn't proven again. Did we see Arsenal take the bull by the horns? Did we see Arsenal on a Summer Madness stage show a rookie how it's done? No, we didn't. And I said this was going to end up a debatable battle, right? And of course, I still think Lou won. And the problem is, I'm sitting there dealing with shit in my apartment on a Summer Madness day, and I'm sitting there thinking, yo, I couldn't have been even more right on my prediction than when I'm telling y'all, like, yo, there's no way Arsenal should have made this shit close. Like, no. So I think Lou won that. I don't think it was clear by no means, but I clearly think that Arsenal did the same bullshit Arsenal does, and just sit there and give you a whole lot of filler. And because historically, I look at what his views are, where he meant to battle rap from a Jersey standpoint, and y'all gonna give him a pass on this. Yo, there's no way this should have happened. It shouldn't even be close, in my opinion. Like, there's no way Arsenal should have allowed Summer Madness 11 to be close versus Luke Castro, who he's sitting up there saying Luke Castro don't even belong on there. Okay. That first battle, I cannot, like I said, I can't give you an opinion on. I missed that. That's not a fair thing. We're gonna move on, man. Uh, Luke Castro won that battle to me. Predicted it, but this beyond my prediction, it was not a good battle. So we'll go John Surf. Let me tell you some overall big picture. I thought this was an overall good battle. I did. I have I have a issue with the crowd. I do have an issue with the crowd because I don't judge battles based off crowds. But what I don't understand in big picture is like, yo, 1 minute y'all tweeting because there's a lot of y'all who's in that crowd who we see battle rap, we going back and forth social media. So a lot of y'all just gassing setups. Y'all was gassing setups. Like, in my opinion, John was good. Um, I think John gave a hell of a first round, and there was people who were in the building tweeting on social media. John had a horrible first round. Where? Where? Yeah, I had John winning this battle, and of course, I'm not guessing anything. I won't ever guess anything. But yo, you can't sit there and tell me that John didn't have a good first. If you gotta say he laid the egg in the first and do all that, no, man, you're playing favorites. Now, we go to Surf first. I do think Surf won up John. I gave Surf the first. I kind of felt like John had a feeling like people were gonna give Surf the first because damn near every battle with Surf, you're gonna get full fledged with him. You don't know, especially in the current times. You don't know what the 2 or 3 is gonna be like, but you damn sure can bet on the first. So I felt like John did more than enough in the first, but I think that he also understood like, hey, Surf is gonna come with the so-called tsunami in that first. And I think he did that. I think Surf got crazy in that first. I think it was a close first round. I think it can literally go either way, and I did give Surf that first round. Um, Again, I am a big Surf fan who been more than real about what we're getting from Surf, which is disappointing. And I predicted John would take this battle. First round, close round, but I gave it to Surf. I think I think also he conjured up that momentum we all expect from the first, and John expected that too, in my opinion. Um, Second round goes, and John just elevates on a whole other level. And I think that we find ourselves constantly in a situation where people aren't really appreciating what John brings to the table. Like if this, when I think of consistency, I think of Geechee, I think of John, I think of Bricks Belvedere, I think of Latize, I think of Chilla Jones, and the list goes on. There's plenty of people that we can Mad Flex. I think of Ilmac. I think of A Ward. I think of Loso. Um, Consistency. I think of QB Black Diamond. I think of Jada Ray. I think of fucking. Uh, there's just so many levels. I think of a C3. I think of Jazz the Rapper. You know, we go on and on about what consistency is in battle rap. Geechee Gotti, there can never be no debate on that. Um, but there's plenty of names that people, I don't like it, but in general, you think of fucking Dre Dennis, Danny Myers, B Dot, Lady Flames. You think of Coffee. Shit, there's just so many levels of consistency we think of, and Surf is not part of that list. He's not. But I think in this battle, he did what we hope we will ever see from him, and that was consistency. I think he actually took it serious, but I hate that y'all on social media going hard on that and just a whole devoid of what John been. What you happy you finally got from Surf is what John been. So again, I gave Surf that first round, but it's super close. Super close. That second round, in my opinion, was a fucking tie. That could literally go either way. So for y'all DMing me, telling me I'm wrong and telling me this and this, yo, my man, let's not act like all three of these rounds couldn't have went a whole other way. So to keep a long story short, I gave Surf that first. It's super close. Second, I have absolute tie. There's nothing to debate there. Third round, I slightly edged to Surf, and I really see how all three of these rounds could have really went either way. My problem with John is that in that third round, you should have turned up to a whole other level because we knew against you on Summer Madness, after all these people said, including me, said Surf hasn't been showing up with a third, you were supposed to have a bulletproof third. Even if you had a debatable second, you had to have a bulletproof third. Because you knew he was going to try to prove a point. You had to know that. John is a super intelligent guy. Again, I think the third is close, but I give the third to Surf. In my opinion, this battle could go either way. In my opinion, Surf got the battle. But I had predicted John would take the battle. So there's that super close battle, enjoyable battle. I think there's replay there. I think, of course, it's gonna be on the app. Go ahead and watch the app. Um, I think that you can't go wrong with whoever you pick in this battle. I just think that Surf has this whole like yo-yo effect to battle rap. You know what I mean? If you know a yo-yo, what you can do with the yo-yo, I think that's what Surf has in it. So again, this is a pick 'em battle. I think it could really go either way. I just really think that Surf really played. I think he really played with the fans on this one. But he did enough to win the battle and the entertaining battle. I really think that John dropped the ball in that third round. So that's up to y'all to decide. Let me know what you think. So we're gonna go to the next battle. I'm going K-Shine and Hollow the Dawn. K-Shine, Hollow wins the coin toss. K-Shine goes first. I honestly think that in this scenario, overall, big picture, I think this battle would have benefited from being in the volume. But hey, this is about selling. It's about making your money back, right? You're not gonna spend what it costs to get Hollow and K-Shine and and not try to get your money back, right? COVID, so on and so forth, allows you to now in these venues, so on to speak, for you to actually get right. You can make some of your money back doing the actual event opposed to doing a caffeine in studio event, right? Um, I expect the better from this battle. I do think that people, um, I don't think that people gave the energy towards this battle that was anticipated. To me, this was supposed to be the highlight of the night. This should have been the main battle of the night, right? This should have been the headliner, but it wasn't. At the end of the day, Kayshawn and Hollow did their thing, but it didn't live up to the expectation, in my opinion. So first round, Kayshawn goes first and gives you an absolute great round. Even though I thought that I don't go off people's reaction. I think that what we saw from Kayshawn was dope. But I did also think like, damn, how did people not catch that bar? How did people not catch this bar? Like, what was they expecting? Only thing I didn't like about this whole battle from both these guys was I felt like there was no I felt like they was taking forever with their bars. Like they was taking their time up there. Like they're both not vets and don't know better than to be on a stage with a few hundred, let alone a few thousand people in the building. Allegedly, there was 3,500 people in the building. We don't know. It is what it is. I'm not about to debate that. There was a whole lot of corona in that building. We know that. But for them to sit there and just really at times play with the time, the gaps between their rounds with K Sean, there was moments, there was flows, and then there was a lot of moments that wasn't a flow, which we know that's not. If we look at K Sean's recent kill streak, one thing that helped him is his flow, and knowing when to change pace. I didn't see that here. I saw attempts at that here. That whole shit he started to begin the battle, what he did with the whole shit with the hoodie on, taking it off, he cut his hair and shit, and then trying to take his hoodie off and get the mic back on. That shit took time away, which also took momentum away. Like, yo, that was bad, man. But I thought he had a good first round. People weren't reacting to it. Again, thank God I don't go off reaction. Um, I thought he had a real good first, but I thought Hollow edged that first. We get into the second. I thought Kayshawn edged the second. In all actuality, I thought the second was a bit more clear. The third round is where we had a problem at. But before we get to the third round, I'm upset at the battle. This was not a good battle, man. This was not a good battle. And there are gonna be plenty of people. I already saw one or two on social media who say, oh, this should have been a volume battle. No, fuck out of here. Kayshawn versus Hollow is not a volume battle. It's not. That is a crowd value battle because of the value they give you. This don't belong in a small setting. No. Had they set that up at a small setting, a lot of y'all would have been like, nah, this ain't for that. Kayshawn performed. So did Hollow. They both did what they normally do. I just feel there's so much gaps in between the shit, man. And to not use flows, which they both can do, right, and disarm each other, neither one decided to do that. And in my opinion, this was an okay battle. It was not what it was supposed to be. Um, and you can't blame like on crowd fatigue, even though crowd fatigue is always a factor, right? It's one of those factors that people do not give enough attention to. Crowd fatigue. If you haven't been to an event, I've been to so many. Crowd fatigue is a real thing. But in this case, I just feel like, damn, y'all going off these battles and y'all give us this. I don't think Hollow and Sean was performing. Hollow was too, but I just think there was something missing, and it was more about the material. But that's my opinion. Um, when it's all said and done, I gave K. Sean the battle. I think the third round was so up for grabs with both of them, but I thought Sean had the more consistent battle, more consistent round in the third. That's my opinion. Again, I'm disappointed in that battle overall, but it wasn't a whack battle. It was just an okay battle, and that's not what we expect from Hollow K. Sean, especially on a Summer Madness type time. So I gave it a 2-1 to K. Sean, right? But it came down to that third, man. That third was that shit could have went either way, and it was not a good. It was not good. It wasn't a good battle. Um, so we go to Mook and Reed Dollars. The culture lost. The culture lost. Culture lost. This was not nowhere near what it was supposed to be. This hurt. This hurt. Mook and Reed laid a fucking egg. I'm sorry. I like Mook. I like Reed. I like the history behind the battle. I like everything except for the location. This was a Philly or New York battle. Um, I love how Philly came together in Reed's corner. If y'all don't know, there was a lot of history in Reed's corner. I loved it. I loved it. When the camera flashed over there and to see who was in Reed's corner, I loved it. I loved it. That was fucking great to see who was in Reed's corner. That was the Philly that I can remember. With a little bit of the new Philly. Yeah. I loved it from the competitive standpoint. I loved it from battle rap history standpoint, so on and so forth. That was dope. That was dope. That was dope to see. But the battle was trash. The battle was trash. I'm telling you. Mook had a wild dragged out first, so did fucking Reed. The first I gave to Mook. Uh Second round. I'm not even going through that. We're not even gonna go. Like, I'm so disappointed. What I will say even more, I was disappointed in Reed for not capitalizing. And this is what I'm saying. Mook had some stellar moments of breaking certain things down. Reed had certain moments, excuse me, especially in the third when he started off with that flow and he went like a quarter of the round with a flow. Yo, if there's anything people love from Philly is they fucking flow. Philly dudes can rap. The biggest problem with Philly dudes in battle rap in the last fucking few years, last 5 to 8 years, has been they're not so direct. We know they can rap. We love them for it. Listen, Philly and New York can't have a rivalry if these dudes can't rap. Of course they can fucking rap. What goes in Philly's favor a lot of times is their flow. What goes in New York's favor a lot of times is them being more direct and breaking down your style. Yo, man, how you don't do that? In the third round, Reed is sitting there and starts going into a flow pattern. Not a deep flow, but a flow pattern. And then he lets up and goes back to the talking. All 3 rounds, these motherfuckers were talking. They was not rapping. It taking forever to get to the punch. This was a boring battle. This battle, in my opinion, hindered the event because these dudes took fucking forever to say a whole lot of nothing. Come on, man. Y'all don't have to like what I'm saying. A lot of y'all not gonna like what I'm saying. That don't change what the fact is. Fact is, we have we have a guy from Philly, we have a guy from New York, Harlem, who people looked at as the godfathers of this, so to speak, or look at them like historic figures, right? Mount Rushmore, so on and so forth. Let's be real. They both laid a fucking egg and they both could have did something about it. The fact that dude stood up there and talk rap the whole fucking time, let's not act. Get out your feelings for a second and think about this. What if they added just a slight flow or a slight pace, a faster pace to what they was doing in their rounds? Do we have a different battle here? You don't gotta like what I'm saying. You don't gotta like what I'm saying. Just think about it. If these dudes sit there and add a better pace or better flow, in my opinion, it would have benefited Reed Dollaz to add a fucking flow because we love Philly for adding a flow into their bars. There's not much better flows in history of hip hop better than Philly. Yeah. Get out your feelings. Get out your fucking feelings. Mook got that first. Second is up in the air. Third round, I edged Mook. I'm not happy about that. Whatever. Geechee Gotti Calico. Better, still disappointing. Did we talk about everything? Yeah. Better, but still disappointing. I expected a better, more of a heavyweight slugfest. I know the crowd is there was people leaving, right? There was people you're not seeing that on camera. I was getting the messages. There was people leaving. They were so tired from everything else, understandably. Um, at the end of the day, I think Calico and Geechee kind of fall in the same boat as Mook and Reed, but clearly there's a difference. I'm not saying there's not different. There is a difference, but I feel like they kind of in that same range where it was kind of lackluster. Um, Geechee and Calico was a better battle, but overall big picture, I was disappointed. I was. I think I expected a bit more fireworks from the both. Again, I don't go off crowd reaction. That first round, I liked what was going on there, but I thought it was clear that Calico took that first round. Second round was again another close ass one. I love the pace that was being set in that second round from both these fellas. But I thought Geechee took that second round. And then when we came to the third round, I thought it was hit and miss round for the both of them. They both had dry spots. I gave Calico that third round. Again, big picture when we looking at it, did I expect? Listen, they both talk that shit. They both have moments of talking that shit that I want to hear because I come from what they come from. I want to hear that street talk. I love that shit. But at the same time, I think the both of them, instead of having moments, they should have had more consistency. And I do think that big picture, um, I do think that what they wrote versus the crowd versus what was going on and everything. I think pace, man. Pace was all these. Oh, I think all these battles were missing pace, man. I think they all was missing the fucking pace like that people were really going off of. This was a lackluster battle. I expected a better. You know what I mean? It was a good battle or like okay, too good. Um, but the pace, man, that pace was fucking killing me what y'all was doing up there. I'm not a battle rapper. I'm not up there. I don't know what it feels like. I've been on stage plenty of times. Watching y'all rap. I'm not up there rapping. Who am I to even I don't know what's going through your mind, but I'm thinking that y'all looking at that crowd and going off their reaction and that's changing your pace possibly. Y'all being there all fucking day might might change the pace or something. But yo, when you do go in and out of them flows, when you go in and out of them pace, um, your reactions are so I get that, but at the same time, it's like I don't get the sense of urgency that I might get from y'all in other battles. It is what it is, man. Again in that battle, I got Calico winning by edge. I got Calico taking the first, clear. Uh, Second round was very close, but I edged it to Geechee. And then third round, I gave that to Calico. Thought it was a little more clear for Calico, but like it was still lackluster in my opinion. Which leads us to what is absolutely the battle of the night. We can't debate what was battle of the night. But you know what? Before we get to that, I just realized. Yeah, let's just go into what I think battle of the night was. Fucking easy to block captain versus chess. Ritual said event was meh. I agree with you, Ritual. Uh, we are one. What happened with Battle Truth and his daughter? We're not talking about that on the stream, man. You can check one of my other blogs. We check everybody else's blog. Battle Truth is the R. Kelly of battle rap. Um, and I'm not gonna keep talking about him. We're not doing that in this stream. We'll talk about it another time, man. Even if I told you what it is, you still not one of y'all gonna still click on his video. So what does it matter? Um, the battle of the night with no debate. I thought the battle of the night would be K-Shine and Hollow. I was wrong. Ended up being Easy to Block Captain versus Chess. This fucking battle was crazy. I'm not one of those people who put the word classic on every battle. There are plenty of people who, unfortunately, that's everything. Like, oh, a good back and forth is, oh, that's a classic. No, there are going to be people who put the word classic on this battle, and I won't argue with them. Easy versus Chess was the battle of the night. Chess goes first. I thought the pace that fucking Chess set was so crazy. I thought that was such a crazy pace that you wondering how Easy to Block Captain is going to possibly respond to that. Chess was in a whole other element, a whole other zone. We seen that hyper and crazy first round from Chess on multiple occasions, but I do think that he had the sense of urgency we expect from the Summer Madness. I think they both did. But Chess going first changed the fucking ball game. Like, wow, man, Chess just this was if there's ever if there's ever someone to put on a pressure performance, that's what we saw from Chess. Chess put on a pressure performance and Easy answered. Easy answered. Now, to keep it real, that was the point of the whole battle. The whole battle was like that. Like the response. This was a heavyweight fight. This was that slip the jab, go to the body, back up, try to land that hook, and then receiving the same combination from the other end. And that's what the fuck we got from this battle. Like, easily battle of the night was Chess and Easy to Block Captain. And I thought that we understood that when the battle was done, but we felt it even more after the next battle. And like, you really got the sense like, wow, these guys really had the slugfest that we seen. These guys really had the Mickey Ward Arturo Gotti kind of fight right in front of our eyes. Which that's what I appreciated. The bars, the pace, everything. It was just fucking there. Now I said it before. I was not impressed by Easy to Block Captain until his battle with T-Rex. Even though people always say, "Yo, Jay, you got the same what Easy to Block Captain talks about in his round, that's your background, right? That street shit." And I always keep it real and say, man, I'm not impressed by that shit. It don't move me. But in that Rex battle, he moved me, and in this one, he fucking moved me, man. I was like, yo, in Chess too, cause that first round for Chess was fucking bulletproof, and then here comes Easy, man. Shit. Um, fuck. Fuck, that was crazy, man. Who do you give the second round to? Who do you give that third round to? That battle was literally neck and neck, and my prediction was that Chess would take the battle. I got Easy taking the battle, but I'm not arguing no one who sees it the other fucking way. Like, yo, this was an incredible battle. But Easy was talking that shit in that second round. Listen, we could do the struggle bars back and forth, blah 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 blah. Right? I think that was the lore to this battle. Like, we got we got the struggle bars plus the potential from Chess. Right? That's what we always going off of, and then we going off Easy, who's a more accomplished older cat who you know who talks that street shit, but is ascending in the URL ranks, right? And we have Chess who been there, done that, that had these crazy great moments in battle rap, let alone arguably one of the best performances in the 2-on-2, right? Going against Lux and Hollow. It's not that's your fucking ceiling. Like, and but that's a high ceiling. Um at the end of the day, I really uniquely say fucking Chess was setting such a crazy bar and Easy was meeting it. Um Easy was incredible. So was Chess. Again, I believe I edged Chess that first round. Second round, I thought was clear to Easy. Easy was talking that shit. Easy was talking that shit. Like, Chess had such a dope ass second round, and Easy elevated. I think Easy was just talking to him from a certain standpoint. Um, man, how do you really debate that second round? I mean, it is debatable. I know what I'm saying sounds weird as shit. It's almost like I'm stepping on my own toes. But no, like Chess had such a dope second round, and Easy just went a whole other way. And the way he was talking to him, it's such a close second round. You can give that to anybody. I gave it to Easy because I just felt like it was kind of that OG talk, but it was also that real talk. Like, just certain shit he said, and that carried into the third. Um, Chess set such a crazy standard in that third. First off, I like that um all three rounds, these guys had like controlled aggression. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all before, I don't like when people get over aggressive in battles. I don't like the chest bumping going too far. The Lou Castro Arsenal, you see all the fucking shoulder bumping and then trying it again, and now it's a whole performance up there. Arsenal's fucking bull missing, like that shit. That shit was circus up there. What happened with Lou Castro and Arsenal? That, whatever. That was kind of stupid with the whole shoulder bump and shit. That was stupid. And I'm happy that didn't happen here. There were aggressive moments on both sides with both Chess and Easy. They were in each other's personal space without violating. At one point, Easy's the brim Easy hat did touch Chess, and then Chess moved it for Easy. And I thought it was dope how it happened because it didn't fuck up what they were doing. And it wasn't no almost fights, right? It was controlled aggression, a little slight like leaning on each other, a little slight bump. The hat thing was a mistake. Chess understood that and just moved the fucking brim. You know what I'm saying? We don't like people touching that. I don't think, but I like the way it happened. He moved it slightly. Easy understood what was going on, took a slight step back, readjusted his hat, and went on with the battle. That's professionalism. That's also understanding no one was trying to disrespect you. That happened on mistake, and we moved the fuck on. Um, so I got Easy edge in that battle. I got Chess round one. I got Easy 2 and 3. If anybody has it any other way, I understand that. There were people saying Easy 3-0. I don't agree with that. There was people saying Chess 3-0. I clearly don't agree with that. But it was such a close battle that if, like, looking back at it, if somebody say, yo, it was 3-0 either way, it's hard to argue with that when, yo, in all reality, that battle was so close you can give either one that the other round and not, there's no argument there. There's no body here. There's no body here. Yo, man, them dudes put on, and that was incredible. Incredible showing by the both of them. Um, they proved a lot of us wrong, and you just gotta salute them. You know what I mean? Easy and Chess has to be saluted. Absolute incredible highlight of the night. I don't think that's debatable. And that's that. So, link is in the description of my art channel. I will gladly appreciate it. Gladly appreciate it. Yeah, that probably don't go together. But yo, click that link. Go check out my art channel. Custom sneakers, a whole bunch of other artwork. Subscribe, notification, all that fly shit you do on every channel. Same here. I love battle rap. We Mr. Mark here for Summer Madness. That's my opinion. You shouldn't just go off my opinion. You should go watch it yourself and tell me what you think. All right. Please have a safe night. Salute.